Good morning, everybody. Mike Vacchi, Princetontrader.com, here with your Monday morning pre-market webcast. Okay, hope everybody had a good weekend. Daily chart, and what you're seeing is this battle over the daily mid-band and some of these compressed moving averages here. You got the 50, the 100 that have been happening for the last 4 sessions or so, has resolved in the favor of the bulls. Okay, bandwidth is still pretty tight, 2.88. So if the bulls can progress here, there's absolutely the possibility of an upper band ride brewing for the month of June. So we're going to have to see. They came in Sunday night. They traded as low as about 29 or so, and then they took it off to the upside. They traded as high as 46.75. The high from a couple of weeks ago was back here at 41.75. So you've got that one. They've also taken out the 41.25 from May 15th and 41.75 from May 22nd. So they're trading higher than they have since back in late March. So you can see the bands pinching up again. The Bears had their opportunity on this move down to 75 last week, but they just couldn't capitalize. They couldn't put a day together after that, and this is the result. So I'm certainly looking for 50 this morning, and then we start to think about what is it going to take to engage with upper band. It's not going to take much more. Your upper band sitting at 54.33. That probably expands out to 55, 56 if you want to touch it, and then it becomes about tomorrow. Can they continue to engage the band? Upper band rides are dip buy situations. They have plenty of volatility, so it should be another nice volatile week. It was a little choppy early last week, but then it put together days, Friday, the ranges you could see there on the daily chart are just fine. So it's certainly not dying down. It died down a little bit the week before, but that's not going to last during the course of the summer as it has in years past. There's just too much going on. There's too much going on. There's too much shifting, underneath the surface, and you're going to get volatility days. You're certainly going to get enough day to be able to make your handles and move on to the next day. And the key in summer trading is making your handles and then moving on to the next day, because the accumulation of making all those handles and keeping them is a very profitable summer. All right, let's look at the hourly. There's not much to say except, they did the dip buy here. We had a weekly pivot battle. We had a higher low here versus here, and then they just marched it up to a higher high. So you see the hourly mid-band. It doesn't even really want to be involved with price. You've got the weekly pivot back here. This is the new one at 15.58. They converted the old one Friday afternoon, and once they did that, they never really looked back. So this is just a microcosm of in the markets, these past few days. If the Bears are for real, if they want to have a week, there's a couple things they have to do. Number one, convert the hourly mid-band. It's back at 37-ish today. Number two, convert the weekly pivot. They tried that last week. It didn't work. They had it converted here. They bought the dip here. High noon for the whole week was, ironically, Wednesday at noon, right in the middle of the week. They could have held weekly pivot here, fought back. They didn't. Then they fought over it for a day, gave it up, retested it here. That was their other best chance, gave it up, and then they laid down for Friday. So you've had the Bears pretty much throwing everything they can at it, including a couple of really nice technical moves where they could have really opened things up to the downside. Just couldn't get it done. So the round number 2,700 ultimately held as a higher low, and then they've marched it up from there. So keep an eye on the hourly, mid-band on the downside, daily pivot today, and then obviously weekly pivot. On the upside, it's 50. It's 56 to touch the upper Bollinger Band, and then we have to watch the activity of price. Is it dip buy? Are we flagging back to higher highs? If we are, then chances are we're going to end up in a band ride this week. All right, everybody have a great day. We'll get some stuff out on social. New month, good chance to come in. A lot of new people coming in, checking out the room. Growth's been fantastic. Tape has been fantastic. So if you trade this stuff every day, come and see us. We would love to meet you. I will see everybody on social. Until then, trade them well. Follow us over on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at Princeton Trader. Check us out on Facebook and join us for a free trial at www.princetontrader.com. Trade them well.